Hey, hi folks. What do you see for yourself every single morning when you stand in front of a mirror? Do you really see an image of yourself? And what does that image really speak to you about? Does that image uplift you to take you a notch above in your day-to-day routine? Or does that image pull you down? Let's quickly unfold some of the key aspects which can actually be really instrumental in your journey to success. So what is self-image? To start with, let me talk about some of the key aspects of self-image. So in terms of key aspects, one of the most important thing is, how do you really see yourself? How do you see yourself more from a physical perspective, in terms of your characteristics, in terms of your personality, how you engage with others, how do you communicate to yourself, how do you communicate with your family members, how do you communicate with your own peers, how do you really interact with your ecosystem in different manners? And the most important point is, do you really see yourself as a winner, or do you see yourself as a loser? In your own eyes, are you really someone who is weak or someone who is really, really strong? Are you someone who is a continuous learner, which is hungry for knowledge, seek knowledge and then implement knowledge to improve yourself? Or are you someone who thinks that you already know it all? It all depends what's the kind of perspective that you have for yourself that defines you. Those are the kind of perspectives which can define you, of who currently are and who you can become over a period of time. So what is self-image? Self-image is, how do you really perceive yourself? What do you see of yourself? Are there those strong conditionings right from your childhood which is prohibiting you, which is becoming a deterrent, which is becoming a showstopper in defining what your true inner potential really is? Or is it the number of self-impressions which has really got built over a period of time just because you haven't been able to achieve what you always desired to? And why so? It is because of the social ecosystem which kept on narrating a certain statement to you time and again. So what are the kind of images that you carry for yourself every single day? The image that you want to showcase to the outside world, or you carry a very own inner self-image? Every individual has got these two perspectives. It depends which of the two perspectives is really strong. If your own inner self-image is very, very strong, nothing in life can stop you. However, what happens with a lot of people is that the outer image, the image which is showcased to the outside world, is much stronger than one's own inner self-image. And that actually ends up becoming a big showstopper. So what are the thoughts to ponder? What are some of those aspects which are really worth thinking about from a self-image perspectives? Some quick thoughts here is, do you really see yourself as someone who is happy come what may, as someone who is happy even in times of crisis, as someone who is happy even when things are not going your way? Are you someone who really loves to interact with people, meeting them eye to eye, connecting with them at a deeper level? I have seen a lot of people who are hesitant to try new things for a variety of reasons. Let me explain what those reasons are. Primary of that reason is their own self-image. And why their own self-image becomes a deterrent? It's largely because of the conditioning that such people have been through right from their childhood. And what are those conditioning? From early childhood, maybe teacher, maybe friends, maybe family saying, you can't get good marks, you haven't ever got this. You are like your brother was also average, you are also an average. It can be the other way around also, but then self-image isn't really an issue. You won't be able to win this competition because you have never ever participated. You don't really have that experience to participate and win in the competition. So these are some of the thoughts to ponder. And with this, let me now come to the point, what are those set of things which, if implemented, you can really, really win on your own self-image? The first point is envisioning how you really want your life to be. If you start to envision every single day, think, what is the kind of life that you truly desire? What are those powers that are already there within you, which if you think, you'll be in a position to break it down and start with the very first step. How much we truly desire for things every single day. We know, the kind of things that we really want in life. What we don't know a lot of times is the steps to those things. So if for a moment you just close your eyes and think about participation in those gatherings from where probably you have been running away for a variety of reasons, maybe because there were a certain set of people. What is it that is really becoming a showstopper in between you and those gatherings? Is it your own lack of self-confidence? Is it your own lack of social knowledge? Is it your own lack of awareness? What is it that is really becoming a deterrent? Probably if you just pick up some of those things, you can boost your self-image by participating in those things that you always wanted to, but on account of variety of reasons you have always been running away from them. Think about participation in a competition that you always wanted to, but you couldn't. Maybe there was fear at the back of your mind that no, if I participate, then what will really happen? Think about what is it that you always desired to sell. If you are a working professional, think about what is it that you always desired to sell. Even if you have not been able to sell it for 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, or even 100 times, just by improving your own level of self-image, you will be in a position to do that. The next point really is, writing affirmative statements. Writing statements in present tense as if you've already achieved it. These things can have really far-reaching implications on your own behavior, on your own level of self-confidence. If you say, I'm delighted that I've really won the competition, and if you start narrating the statement to yourself every single morning, what will really happen? You will start to believe that yes, I am already living in this thought. I am super happy that I've achieved my sales target. If you start to say this every single morning, what will really happen? If you start to say, I have scored 90%. If you start to say, I love myself, I like myself, what will happen? You will start to love yourself. You will start to like yourself come what may. Then you don't need a validation from an external world to say that you are the best. You don't really need that. The next point really is, a lot of times people become a victim of others when it comes to their own self-image. And then what happens? So people are associated with toxic people who speak a lot of times statements which doesn't gel well with one's personality, with the other person's personality. Like saying that, okay, no, your situation is bad, economy is bad, this is bad, that is bad. We have to find out opportunities in every single crisis. So when you are there in the midst of people who uplift you, when you are there in the midst of people who talk good about you, who talk good about situations, that you attract that as a notion into yourself. And the power of that remains for a very, very long time. The other point is choosing the right option. There are always two options in front of us. One option can be a very positive route. The other option can be a very negative route. So what's the positive route? The positive route can give a lot of confidence in both thoughts and actions. And the negative route can actually create a lot of doubts, anxieties in terms of one's own capabilities and ideas. And let me tell you now, where does it all stem from? It typically stems from here. There's a lot of programming which is happening here all the time, and because of this programming, we generate some certain thoughts, and through those thoughts comes feelings, and from feelings, we end up taking actions, and through those actions comes results. And after results, what happens? We achieve certain results because of our behaviors. You see, the clear role of self-image. Where is self-image really coming in from? Self-image is coming in from our thoughts. What is happening here, which is the programming piece, is generating those thoughts. And those thoughts either define us on the positive side or define us or take us to the negative side. So that's the whole story, my dear friends, which if we understand very well, it can work wonders for us. The next point really is reading books and journals. Now, when we start to read books and journals, and we read good stuff, stories and journals which can really be helpful for us to think positive, to get inspired from other people's stories, that can really have a great implication on the way we think and behave. The other point is attracting the right set of people. When we attract the right set of people in our lives, what happens? When we attract the right set of people, we start to look at those people as a source of inspiration. We start to look at those people as someone that if they can do, I can very well do it. So that's the kind of impact and effect that we create in our own mind. And then the next point is writing down our own set of achievements. Every year we are doing something or the other. There are a lot of new developments happening. So what is it that you achieved this year? What is it that you achieved last year? What is it that you achieved 5 years back? Depending upon your own level of self-image, if you start to write down those small and big achievements, and if you just start to think what is it that made you achieve what you achieved, just imagine what it can really do to your own level of self-image. So my dear friends, my only closing message to you is, it's not what you are that holds you back. Who you truly think you are, actually not that holds you back. So it's very important that you think the right thing, you envision the right thing for yourself, and the world is wide open for you not only to improve your self-image and self-confidence, but to win and ensure that you are successful in any endeavor, in any project, in any initiative that you take in life. I hope this short video would have given you a glimpse and a deeper insight into self-image. May God bless you. Cheers. I'll come back very soon with another interesting topic. Bye-bye.